Hello, this is an update on the first pass of the rig for the baby character. The body is rigged in advanced skeleton. The weighting is not perfect by a long shot, so don't worry about things that you see where there's a sudden indentation if you go up to the shoulder and then drag it down. The weighting there, it's causing kind of a bowing right there in the armpit. That's just a weighting issue. The bigger issue is to test out the rig and see if it works for you and that all the different controls work. I know the character was meant to sit in a car seat, so we tried to make their body sort of chubby and stubby and can sit like that with the feet out. But I would like you to test the jaw for the mouth, and it comes with a separate control for the tongue, which you can come in here and mess around with. There are some blend shapes. I can add more. There's actually 3 different controllers for the tongue, and they are parented. And the other thing is the hair is not rigged yet. I think I put something in for the ears. But what's unique is that I'm using a combination of weighted rigs and blend shapes. These don't have to be in the final rig. They're just here to peruse. On top of these iconic eyes that allow you to go back and forth, and the geometry actually stays on the surface. It's a little bit floating over it because it was interpenetrating, but for the shots I think it'll be fine. But it stays actually aligned to the geometry. Their brows are not rigged yet, but you do have control right here in this, so you can go to the lesser controls where each individual eye can be moved about. And when you grab the mother, you have 2 blinks left and right that are just sort of shoves back and forth. And I know that you wanted more of a horizontal. We can fix that, no worries. Or you can make them blink at the same time just doing this. So that's what's going on top of which, if you bring up the blend shape editor, I like to use the old school one. There's actually various expressions that I've got in here. One's the brow going down. I will make the eyebrows go with it. That's for a bit. And then pursing the lips for more of an ooh sound. You simply can use that in tandem with closing the jaw here. And just rotate it up, and it has more of a ooh. And remember that these controls, you don't have to stay with one. You can actually put them into 1.5 if you'd like, ooh, or 1.2 if that's too much. And you can also use the negative. You could use -5, -0.5, and it widens the mouth. So feel free to use both positive and negative. This means the brow can go down if he's angry. It means the negative is surprise, or sorrow, or sadness. So you don't need to flood this with different, with a blend shape of every single thing, because you can use things in the negative as well. Anyway, have a go at this. You may want to also test the switcher over from IK to FK blend here, which is these plus signs, one for each leg and then one for each arm. And when you switch over to FK, or rather IK, you can use these boxes to control where the arm goes. Again, disregard the weighting. But if you push it past the limits of where they can reach, you do have something in here called stretchy, which allows you to actually stretch the arm out to meet it. And then, of course, if you wanted something like you can mess around with a lot of these controllers here to see what it gives you, which is, whether it follows the hand exactly, or whether there's a length that you can increase to give it a little more elbow room. I know you're trying not to make Mr. Incredible here, but or Mrs. Incredible, but it does give you that option. Also, you've got a lot of these things that you can rotate back and forth when it's in IK mode or FK mode. It's up to you. But do play around with this. Please learn how to use references, because you can start your movie and we can give you gradually improved rigs and you don't have to redo anything. And if you don't know how to use references, you can either read up on it, or I can send a tutorial. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Have a go at it and let me know your feedback. But again, it is pass number 1. It is not complete.